somebody creative visionary. How are ya? How are ya? I have a surprise. I'm not sitting in the middle again. Ugh, this irritates me. Yeah, there we go. I have a surprise. I got rid of that concoction that was sitting right here. And I have a perfect microphone now. That makes me so happy. I literally was complaining about this microphone thing for like 3 weeks. And then I was sitting and watching something on me. I couldn't even finish watching a 40-minute episode of something. I am so checked out of TV. I don't know anything that's going on in the world. Honestly, really. I'm checked out on TV. So I was sitting here on the couch watching, and I noticed that I had a stand, and I was like, why have I not used that stand? My brain is working. I'm so happy you don't understand. I got rid of the contraption that was just irritating me. It was really irritating me. And I constantly had to move it, and I constantly had to do something with it. It was really irritating me. But now I'm happy. Now I'm so happy. So happy. Welcome to Itamba Temple. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you're here. Honestly, I'm so grateful that you're here. I think today, let us start with, I hope the volume is okay. I test out these things, and I'm just fingers crossed that it's working out. Fingers crossed. It always works out. Let's take a deep breath. In through our nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Making sure that as you take a deep breath, you make sure that your shoulders release. You know, most of the time when we are going through life, when we are unconscious of our day-to-day experiences, of our day-to-day life, we hold a lot of tension in our shoulder area, in our neck area. Really, we hold a lot of tension. Like this part of the body just holds a lot of tension. Because a lot of us are focused on overthinking. We're overthinking so much, overthinking. Because we're planning what we're going to do, how we're going to get this done, how we're going to achieve this, how we're going to pick up the children from school. If you don't have any children, how you're going to meet with your girlfriends for happy hour or for brunch on Sunday, and how you're going to finish your shopping, how you're going to... It's a lot. So when you're here, all I would like for you to do is just be in the moment. Just be in the moment of like, I'm just here. I'm in the moment, and I'm just enjoying this time of just focusing on myself, just for the moment. So let's take another deep breath in through the nose. And releasing the shoulders as you take a deep breath out. Just feel the tension in the shoulders. So now what I would like us to do is take a deep breath in through the nose from the left. And as you are exhaling, make sure that you move your head to the right. Okay? And then when you get to the right, pause a bit, and then take another deep breath in through the nose, and move as you exhale all the way to the left. So one cycle is deep breath, exhale, deep breath, exhale. That's second cycle. Third, deep breath, exhale. We're going to do that 5 times. Okay, so let's start. Now bring your head back to center. Bring your head back to center and be in the moment with me. And if your eyes were closed, please open up your eyes and be with me in this moment. Let us smile. Show your teeth. Open up your eyes and smile. Let us smile again. Let us smile again. And today I would just like for us to raise our hands into the air and just move them circular. Like this, okay? But like up in the air. Move them circular. And then turn the other direction, this way. Okay. And then turn again. But raising your hands all the way above your head. And then bring it all the way down. Bring it all the way down. Then place them on the floor or the couch if you're sitting on the couch. And then what I would like for us to do is raise our hands all the way up to our heart. Okay? And just make an intention to be present through the reading. Present in this moment with me. Present with yourself, okay? So just raise your hands all the way up to your forehead, and make a circle. So when your hands get up to your forehead, make a circle, raise all the way up. And as if you're clearing the space around your body, just bring your hands all the way down. Bring it all the way up again. Place your hands on your forehead. And just move the energy around in your electromagnetic field, knowing that you are present with me in this moment. And let's do it one more time. Hands at the heart area, and move your hands all the way up to your forehead. And just clearing the energy in your electromagnetic field. It's just an intention. I am here. I am present. I feel the energy inside of me, within my electromagnetic field. I'm present. And then let's smile again as we take another deep breath. Exhale. Good. There we go. We did something different today. Curiosity, change, something different. Shall we read? Okay. Shall we read? Shall we read? Okay. So the theme for this week is the purpose you're too afraid to claim. Day 54. Physical purpose. The embodied mission neglect. The embodied mission neglect. I have not denied my purpose. Your physical purpose is the unique way you're meant to contribute to healing, wellness, and embodied wisdom in the world through your understanding of the body, your own physical journey, and your own capacity to help others inhabit their bodies more fully. But you deny this purpose by treating physical health as personal improvement, rather than preparation for service. By believing your body must be perfect before you can help others with theirs. Sarah has overcome chronic illness through nutrition, movements, and mind-body healing practices. She's learned to listen to her body's wisdom and has developed intuitive understanding of how emotions affect physical health. But she keeps this knowledge private, believing that having ongoing health challenges disqualifies her from helping others with theirs. Her denial of physical purpose wastes the embodied wisdom her healing journey has created. Denying your physical purpose creates a split between the body wisdom you've gained and the embodied service you could provide. You underestimate how your physical journey has prepared you to guide others towards greater embodiment and physical well-being. Your nervous system knows that your body struggles have created physical wisdom that others desperately need. Embodied practice. Feel into the physical wisdom you've gained through your own body journey. Perhaps you understand chronic illness, body image healing, movement as medicine, or the body-mind connection in ways that could help others. Notice what happens when you imagine sharing this wisdom and say, my physical journey has prepared me to serve others. Embodied healing. My body wisdom is meant to be shared. Mzimbeniwa mi mzimbeniwa mumzimbawa mumzimbawa mumzimbawa. Okay, let's read again. We have to do this twice. Okay. Your physical purpose is the unique way you're meant to contribute to healing, wellness, and embodied wisdom in the world through your understanding of the body, your own physical journey, and your capacity to help others inhabit their bodies more fully. But you deny this purpose by treating physical health as personal improvement rather than preparation for service, by believing your body must be perfect before you can help others with theirs. Okay. I wrote this and then I let it sit. And then I was like, okay, I gotta do the work now. So the reason I really love doing this work, practicing this work, and being here with you every morning is because I get to look at myself. Yeah, I get to look at myself. I have a habit. Let me share with you. My family said this was my downfall. This was my problem in life. They said I like to pick up strays. Okay. It's just my personality. It's kind of like my dad's personality. My dad used to talk to everyone on the streets. He knew so many people. He used to talk to everybody. And I found that living in the city has reignited that part of me where I just talk to everybody. Yesterday I shared with you that every time I go out, I make sure that I say hello to 3 men specifically. 3 men. Sometimes I would say hello to women. Yesterday I was out in the mall and I was purchasing my vegetables and my herbs so that I can make my drinks. I like to have a drink. This drink is lemongrass, ginger, honey, and sometimes I put a little bit of lime. It is so refreshing. It is so healing. It is so wonderful for the body. You must try it, honestly. In Thailand, they make, in Thailand, if you put chili and there's these leaves that they put in this mix. I don't know what the leaves are called, but it's like you get it as a set. But that is the base for the tom yum soup. If you love Thai food and you go to a Thai restaurant, tom yum, the base of that soup is lemongrass, ginger, and there's another I can't remember what this root is called, but it's a root. It's very bitter and spicy. This woman told me about it yesterday. I can't remember what it's called. And then lemongrass, this root, ginger, chilies, and lime. What I have been doing is cutting up the lemongrass, boiling the lemongrass. Maybe one day I will do a live stream on that, and we can be in my kitchen. Okay, yeah, maybe one day we'll do that. Cutting up the lemongrass, boiling the lemongrass. So when you boil the lemongrass, it extracts the the nutrients from the lemongrass into the water. And then I juice the lemon, and I cut it up, and then put it in the blender and just make it extremely juicy and potent. And then I add it to my lemongrass water, and then I will put lime or lemon, and then I will drink. That drink is amazing. It just takes time to make. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is that yesterday I went out to shop for my herbs so that I can make my herb drinks. Remember, I've been telling you that my grandmother used to make medicine from her garden? Yeah, the Thai people are all about this. I'm really so grateful that I moved to Thailand. I'm really grateful. It reminded me of how much I used to enjoy cooking. In Vegas, I had this huge kitchen, and my kitchen was like my medicine laboratory. Like with all of my juicing, I have like 4 juices sitting in storage. I have a dehydrator where I used to make bread from all of my when I was all up in my raw vegan years. I have so many of these kitchen appliances that I collected over the years. My husband would buy them for me sometimes over Christmas as a gift. If it's expensive to buy that juicer, my husband would buy. I would save, or my husband would say, okay, you could get it for Christmas, or you could get it for your birthday. So I would have all of those. But my kitchen was my laboratory. And then when I started traveling a lot for work, and I started traveling, moving to other countries, I would move the stuff with me, but it wasn't like my kitchen in Vegas. My kitchen in Vegas was huge, and I just could muck around. And then moving to Thailand gave me a life that was a lot slower, just slower paced, so that I could just heal and just remember myself and just come back to myself again. And yesterday when I was at the grocery store, I was speaking to this beautiful Thai woman, and we were sharing recipes, and she was like, yeah, if you put just a little bit of pepper, just make sure that when you're boiling the water with the lemongrass, make sure that you put these leaves. And once you put the leaves, put just a little bit of pepper in your in your herbal drink. I said, huh? I said, yeah, in America, I used to put jalapeno peppers in my green juices. She says, I don't know what jalapeno peppers are, but in Thailand, we use this. The grandmothers used to use this for healing. That's why Thai food is about healing. I said, what a story. What a story. I have just enjoyed being in the kitchen. I had stopped loving cooking. I had stopped enjoying making medicine from herbs and vegetables. And slowly, I'm enjoying being in the kitchen. I said, but wow, but wow. I feel so much happier. And this healing journey that I've been on has allowed me to remember parts of myself, essence of myself, that I'd totally forgotten. And I find that when we are busy, constantly moving, constantly doing, achieving, you are achieving, yes. You are meeting all of your goals, yes. But you're so not present. And this is when the burnout happens, yes. And this is when the illnesses, dis-ease starts showing up in the body temple. And just taking time out. Like I've shared with you that I say hello to 3 men every single time I go out. And they invite me to coffee. And I can tell my husband, oh, I'm going out shopping. And I can meet somebody. And they say, oh, you want to go out to coffee? Oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, no problem. Let's have a cappuccino. And then I'll have a cappuccino, 30 minutes, have a chat, 45 minutes, and then leave that place where I was having coffee and then walk to the grocery store to go buy whatever I'm going to buy, and then talk to people at the grocery store, and then come back maybe an hour late, 2 hours later, and my husband's like, where have you been? It just takes 15 minutes to go to the grocery store. I mean, maximum 30 minutes shopping. Like, you've been gone for 2.5 hours. I'm like, oh yeah, I just spoke to so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. I've learned so much about myself by doing that. And also, I learn from other people. There was a guy that I was talking to, I don't know, a few months ago. He's a pilot. And I think I shared this with you. He was a pilot. And the airline is off the coast of Australia. It's a French island off the coast of Australia. I had no idea about this island. I didn't even know that it existed. But so I meet them. They have a contract with a hotel close to my house, and I see them often coming through. So one day I just said, hey, smile. It's a great day. He was like, yeah, I've been flying for so long. I'm just so exhausted. So I said to him, oh, what do you do when you're exhausted after a long flight? He says, I have coffee and I work out and I make sure I don't sleep, because if I sleep, then I'm jet lagged and I can't regulate my sleep pattern. And I said, that's interesting. And I said, what else do you do? He says, I go for a massage and then I make sure that I steam, or I go to the sauna so that I can stay up, and I make sure that I don't drink alcohol. I said, that would have been a really great burnout prevention jet lag protocol that I needed 7 years ago. I had my own kind of jet lag burnout protocol. I always used to get to the hotel, and I never used to work out. Get to the hotel. I used to go to the spa. I would get to the hotel, go to the steam room, get a sauna, steam. Sometimes I would get a massage, and then I would go have dinner. By 5 o'clock, I'm so jet lagged. I'm just like, I don't want to know. I don't care. I'm like out, curtains, and I'm sleeping. And then I'd be up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then my whole schedule would be so messed up. But I asked a pilot who's been piloting the skies for 20 years what he does after a long flight all the way from Australia, the islands there from Australia, to Bangkok. And he told me, I have coffee. I make sure that I work out after the coffee. I make sure that I go to have a massage, and then the steaming or the sauna. And then I go out to dinner, and then I make sure that I'm in bed at, what an interesting protocol. What I found by that is I connect with a lot more interesting people by just saying hello to somebody. Hello, how are you doing? Smile, it's such a great day. I'm never lonely. I talk to people and I get a lot of wisdom from people that are living a life of burnout, living a life of hecticness. So now when I decide to go back to a life of hecticness, I will be a lot more balanced because I remember how to make my medicine, and I'm sharing that with you. And if you travel a lot and you're out in business a lot internationally, here is a protocol for you. Coffee, don't drink on the airplane. Don't drink. It makes you awful. It makes you feel awful. Okay, don't drink the alcohols on the airplane. It's not good for you. But get to the hotel, drink your coffee, make sure that you work out, get a massage. Thai massages are the best because it's like lazy man's yoga. So get a shiatsu massage, which is acupressure massage, or a Thai massage, which is lazy man's yoga massage. You can get it even in the hotels that are not in Thailand. You can still get the shiatsu massage or deep sports massage. Thai massage is very good because it releases the stored up tension from sitting for 14 hours, 20 hours, okay? And then steam or go to the sauna so that you can work out all of the energy out of your body. When you steam and you go to the sauna and you sweat, you become so dehydrated, and then you hydrate and you become tired, and then you have a good meal. I would suggest not a heavy meal like steak and all of these things, and don't stay out too late. 7 o'clock, be in bed reading your book or meditating. You'll be up 5 o'clock in the morning ready for a run or whatever you're going to do to work out, downstairs at breakfast by 7:30, and then out the door. Yeah. So I met this guy and he was telling me all of this. I was sitting there with him and he even bought me a cappuccino. And I said, wow, thank you. The universe was preparing me in advance for whether if I wanted to go back to my travel schedule, how to not burn out. So we're all here on planet Earth to share. But we don't know sometimes how to ask for guidance from somebody who's excelling at an area of life that maybe you're struggling with. And also, as human beings, I found that we don't know how to share properly. I for the longest time didn't know how to share. I just knew how to do me. I was like, I just know how to do me. But sharing was not really a thing that I cared to do or thought it was important until I decided to take time off, and I was like, wow, I'm back to myself, and now I'm sharing with you how you can heal your own body. I think there is a limiting belief, and it shows up as I'm not qualified. I'm not good enough. I don't have a certificate. I don't have training. I don't have institutional training on my innate wisdom. So who am I to share? I don't think the pilot who is flying 4 days a week has a PhD in how not to burn out. It's 20 years of flying that he's figured out his own protocol, his own sequence. I don't think he went to school for that. He went to school to be a pilot, yes, and fly planes across the sky. But the burnout, the jet lag, the recovery, and then staying in Bangkok 2 days and then flying out again. Or 24 hours and then flying out again. Nobody gives you this. You learn it as you go, because even if you are taught these sorts of skills in pilot school or whatever, your body might respond differently, because maybe you drink gin and tonic, or maybe you drink whiskey when you get to the hotel, and after 2 months you realize, this is not good for me, and then you start having a belly, and then you don't feel so good, so you start working out. You're like, oh, I've got a bit of energy. It's kind of like trial and error. Honestly, it's trial and error. But because it is innate wisdom, we don't believe that it's important, that it's valuable, because humanity has been trained or has been conditioned to believe that if you only get the wisdom from school, if you have a certificate, if you have validation from an institution, it is valid. If this is the case, doctors wouldn't be committing suicide. Doctors wouldn't be burning out, because honestly, doctors are the model of the highest level of institutional validation, right? I love doctors. Doctors are my best friends. I give them the hardest time. I do. I give them the hardest time, but I really, really, really love doctors. But they have 15 years of education, 20 years if they're specializing. Yet they struggle with mental health issues like everyone else. They struggle with burnout like everyone else. They struggle with financial issues like everyone else. They struggle with marriages like everyone else. They struggle with spiritual growth like everyone else. So when you look at that, you can start to realize that, we're here on this planet to share with each other what works. And if you share with someone what works for you, and they choose not to take it, and they mock it, and they discard it, it's not a big deal. It's not about you. It has nothing to do with you. It's about their willingness or their readiness to accept unconventional healing modalities. For the longest time, I loved colonics. I still love colonics, but in Vegas, I bought my own colonic system. If you don't know what colonics are, you can just Google it. But growing up, my grandmother used to give me colonics every 3 months. Every time I would go to my grandmother's home for holidays, school holidays, I would get a colonic. It was the most uncomfortable experience. And the most humiliating experience, now that I think about it. But it is a very cleansing process. It prevents illness because it works on the digestive system and the colon area, where a lot of unprocessed food, unprocessed bacteria, all sorts of this stuff gets stuck. And this is why you'll see a lot of people with huge bellies, right? Huge bellies. Gut health. My grandmother knew this from a very young age. And every time I would go to my grandmother's house, gut health was number one. School holidays was colonics. Oh, God. And then I think I grew up. And then I think it was in the US, when I first got to the US, I saw these colonics being done. It was like $75 for a colonic. And I said, no man, my grandmother used to do this for free. You charge now $75 for me to do this, but it's a machine now, right? So it's fancy. You get a colon certification. You go to an office. It's like a doctor's office. You make an appointment. They take your medical history and all sorts of the stuff. My grandmother used to do this for free. They at home and put herbs in the bucket and cook the colon mixture and then do the colonic. Yes. And then one day I just got tired of paying because I used to go every month to get a colonic. I just got tired of paying. Oh, I think what happened was that they started charging. No, it was because I moved to China. And then in China, I couldn't find a colonic, hydrocolonic facility. So I was like, okay, I guess I need to buy my own system. It was $1,200, this system. Was it? No, I lie. Maybe like $500 or something like this. And I bought my own colonic system, and now I was saving myself $100 every month because I just invested my $500 and I bought this colon system, and I was having colonics in my own house and making the concoction myself and having colonics myself. Gut health. Drinking my juices, doing my yogas, gut health, meditating, chanting, dancing a bit in my house, eating my vegan food, non-vegan food, but living a very quiet life. So sometimes you can share these ideas with people and they'll be like, what? You do colonics? Yes, it's good for you. Try it. It's very good for you. A lot of our illness starts here in the gut, and a lot of blocked intuition is because of gut health, right? So if you can't feel your intuition, you constantly find yourself in just really bad choices. You're like, what's gut health? Gut health. If you can't afford to get a colonic, bentonite clay. Just bentonite clay. A teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. I was going hella gangster on that bentonite clay. It was stripping all the nutrients inside of me, but I was like, I just need to be clean. I stopped eating bentonite clay now. Oh. But bentonite clay is the edible one. Please make sure that you find edible bentonite clay. It is the best. It doesn't taste so good, but it will make you feel so clean. 3 months of that, 6 months of that. I did it for a whole year. I lost maybe 25 pounds, 30 pounds, somewhere there, over a 3-year period. It wasn't like just in 1 week. No Ozempic, no diet pills. I still eat, but I don't eat unnecessarily. When I'm hungry, I eat. When I'm not hungry, I don't eat. My metabolism has come back to balance. My body is in harmony. I work out. This week I haven't worked out, which I have to just be honest with myself. I'm like, but what's going on now? Why are you falling from your schedule? Because I haven't found a rhythm. And that's another limiting belief. I haven't found a rhythm for my live streams and working out. No, you could wake up at 6:45. I'm like, no, I don't feel like it. Because that's when I'm doing my meditations. So it's another limiting belief that I've got to face and work through. So we're like a work in progress. This is your laboratory. Your brain, your body, your life is a beautiful laboratory. It's a beautiful testing ground of, let's see what works. Let's see what doesn't work. That works so much better for me. That doesn't work for me. And if you share with someone what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and they don't take the advice, it has nothing to do with you. 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 Don't take it personally. Continue with what you're doing. And share it with people who are ready. And if you see somebody who you believe is at optimal health, ask them, how did you get here? This is how I asked the pilot guy. I said, smile, it's a great day. Oh, yeah, I'm so tired, I've been flying. I said, tell me more. Where are you from, flying from? Oh, this island. Great, I've never heard of that. Yeah, you know what, I'm going to have some coffee right now. Some cappuccino. Would you like to come share some cappuccino with? Sure! So I shared a cappuccino with him, and then he told me his anti-burnout strategy over 20 years of flying the skies. I said, free coffee, free cappuccino. Okay, 45 minutes of my time to speak to a sexy looking guy who's a pilot. Yes, why not? And I learned something. Whoa. And I get to share it with you. It's a plus. So if you see somebody who looks healthy, okay, whatever your version of healthy is, ask them, please share with me, how did you get those abs? Okay, you're not going to see people walking around with abs unless they're wearing a very tight shirt. But like if you see somebody, during the summer, who's like, you could see they've got a tight shirt or whatever, how do you maintain that physique? Sure, please share with me. People will share. Some people won't share. It's okay. You've lost nothing. It's not like you've lost an arm, your leg, or an ear if somebody just turns you away. But I love doing this. I get to talk to a lot of people. I get to learn a lot of people. I don't have to buy the books. I learn from the person who's actually achieved what I think is amazingness. Because I've seen a lot of pilots around the world, and some of them don't look very healthy. I'm like, and you're flying? I mean, it's a taxing job. It is a overwhelming, taxing job. So when I saw this guy, I said, damn, daddy, woo, you look so sexy. I'm married. I'm not hitting on you, okay? This is my thing. If you're a woman, I'm teaching you how to do these things, okay? I will go up to a guy, I'm like, whoo, you're so handsome. I'm not hitting on you. I'm not hitting on you. I'm married. I just have to tell you this. I'm not hitting on you. I'm married. But yo. And then they get to talk to me. Even women, like I was sharing with you, this woman was teaching me how to spice up my drink and what the ancient Thai people used tom yum ingredients, how they used tom yum ingredients for healing. And the conversation started with, I love your shirt. She was wearing such a beautiful shirt, had beautiful prints. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's such a beautiful shirt. And she just looked at me and smiled. And then we started having this conversation. It ended up being a 20-minute conversation about Thai cooking. And she was telling me, this herb is really good in Thailand. If you have a cold, we use this herb and you just boil it. And if you take this one, don't cook it, just cut it up and just eat it raw. I said, I learned so much about Thai herbs that I really didn't know. But this woman cooks a lot. Thai women cook, okay? They cook. Cooking is their thing. They could come back from work and I'm so thankful that I came to live in Thailand. It reminded me of my love for cooking. It reminded me of my love for making medicine. It reminded me of my love for and my understanding of that food is medicine. By just slowing down and using food as my medicine and watching how my body responds. And then being able to share that with you. So share. Find one thing that you do really good. You don't need a certificate. You don't need a degree in that thing. If you are a doctor, just share that thing. If you are a nurse, just share one thing that you've learned. And you are contributing to the world to make the world a better place. With all of the illnesses that are happening and the disease that is happening and the insurance rate hikes that are happening, people are so fearful. If you are in fear, please stop drinking coffee. It creates a lot of anxiety in your body. Stop drinking coffee. Try drinking lemongrass. You boil it for like 45 minutes. You crush ginger. You juice the ginger. And once the lemongrass water cools down, you put it in a mason jar. I don't have any mason jars, but I just put it in a plastic bottle. You put it in a mason jar. You put your ginger, you mix. And in the morning, you put your lemon. In the morning, you can just drink that instead of, or you can even make it hot and drink that as tea, because it calms your nervous system and it helps with inflammation. And a majority of our illnesses are because of inflammation. A lot of our illnesses. I used to follow the alkaline diet. And this is how I got into heavy green juice in the morning. Alkaline diet. And the alkaline diet. But alkalizing your body reduces inflammation. And when you reduce inflammation, you lose weight naturally. Yes, it might take a year of just natural weight loss. It took me 3 years to lose about 25 pounds, 30 pounds. It's okay. I am so in love with my body. And I would love for everybody to love their bodies. Once you start loving your body and you start honoring this body temple, oh my goodness, the illnesses dissolve. They just dissolve. And even if you've got like, what is it? I met a girl yesterday, 2 days ago. She had autoimmune disease. And I was talking to her and her mother about this autoimmune disease. I said, this does not define you. This disease does not define you. You are the face of divinity. You are the face of wholeness. No disease can ever define you. She said, tell me what you mean by that. I said, the mind is open, fertile. The brain is awake. I said, are there healing modalities, natural healing modalities that you can tap into, that you can learn about, that could support your immune system? She said, well, I'll look into that. I said, look into that. She said, it's probably the food in the US. I think it's the food. I said, possibly. She says, I'm here on vacation in Thailand and I'm eating a lot of food and I'm just eating so many vegetables, so many fruits, and I don't get hungry. I said, possibly it's the food in the US. Possibly. GMO, maybe. So the moral of this lesson is share with others what is working for you. They might accept it, they might not accept it. It's okay, has nothing to do with you. You don't need a degree, you don't need a certificate. My grandma never had a certificate in healing, but she knew why colonics were important. She knew that making she used to pick roses out of her garden and cook these roses and make us drink rose tea and other herbs in the rose tea water was good for our health. She didn't need to go to Harvard for this. She didn't need to go to Duke Medical School for this. Right? My grandmother had a little garden in Soweto. And yet she was one of the most powerful healers I know. I've healed myself, I was sharing with you, from paralysis. I was paralyzed for 3 days. I couldn't move my body. Paralyzed. I just sat in my bed, closed the curtain, went into complete darkness, and started speaking to the cells of my body and said, "You are wholeness, activate now." 3 days. By the 4th day, I said, "I'm alive." Pulled a Jesus on them. You have the same power in your body temple. You have the same power. The reason I share this with you with such passion is because you have the same power. You have the same power. You can speak to the cells, the organs, and function of your body temple and say, wholeness, reveal itself. Wholeness will reveal itself. Wholeness will reveal itself. You have the same capacity. That power lives in you. When you know this and you choose to explore, she said I have the same power to heal myself. She was literally paralyzed and she just healed herself without going to the doctor. Yeah, here's what I did. I drank a whole bunch of green juices. Honestly, I spoke to the cells of my body, just took a long sleep. And I would get up, drink green juices and the lemongrass drink with ginger and honey. That's all I did. And I'm alive. Yes. This is possible. I believe that wholeness is the inherent identity of all beings here on planet Earth. It is the inherent identity. Yes, you can have temporary moments of dis-ease, depression, anxiety, all sorts of these things. I had recently paralysis of the body. I was like, this is real strange. But I decided I'm going to use my mind. I'm going to speak to the cells of my body temple, and I am certain that they will heal. Wholeness will activate, because I have that kind of level of conviction. And here I am, Dr. Tembe. You are your own doctor here in your body. So don't be afraid of yesterday I was watching Elizabeth Warren, and she was talking about the increases in medical insurance premiums. I'm like, the fear people are in. Yes, you are going to be in this fear, but recognize that you are the doctor to your body temple. It is the fear that is going to wipe you out. It's the fear. It's the fear. You have power over that fear. Your mind is more powerful than any fear. Truthfully, the more you fear, how you're going to... Let's not even go into that. Let's not. Okay, so let's be done with that. Denying your physical purpose creates a split between your body wisdom you've gained and the embodied service you could provide. You underestimate how your physical journey has prepared you to guide others towards greater embodiment and physical wellness. Your nervous system knows that your body struggles have created physical wisdom that others desperately need. I am prepared to teach. Embodied practice. Feel into your physical wisdom. Feel into the physical wisdom you've gained through your own body journey. Perhaps you understand chronic illness, body image healing, movement as medicine, or the body-mind connection in ways that could help others. Notice what happens when you imagine sharing this wisdom. My physical journey has prepared me to serve others. Embodied healing. My body wisdom is meant to be shared. Your body wisdom is meant to be shared and get paid for. Get paid for. That, honestly, I realized once you start realizing that your wisdom is priceless and your wisdom is valuable, that's when the game changes. I used to get so angry that I share with people, do this, and they don't do it. Now I just leave them there. I'm just like, not my problem. Has nothing to do with me. You're not paying me? Sorry, not my problem. Not my problem anymore. Because I spent a lot of time, years, just wasting time, just talking to people, talking. Please do it. Do it like this. But you know what was happening? I wasn't accepting my purpose and living in my purpose and my truth as Soul Dr. Tembi. I just wanted people to listen to me. Listen to me. I'm telling you what to do. Listen. But that was my own low self-esteem about my own purpose. Now, not my problem. Not my problem. You go to a doctor and you pay, correct? Correct. If you want consultation, you want healing, you come to me and you pay, and so, it's all right. Now we are great exchange of energy. I will share what I need to share. I will give what I need to give. But the real diagnoses and the real healings and the real deep work, no, you pay me. Because before I used to just do it for free. Because apparently shamans in Africa just heal for free. I'm not that kind of a shaman. I don't heal for free. So, yeah. Take authority. Sit in your presence, in your power. I am learning this now. And I'm embodying this now. I'm like, my whole life I was preparing for such a moment where insurance industries are just like in chaos and people are afraid. There is no wealth without health. I kept saying this and I kept saying this and I kept saying this, and I said, I don't know why I keep saying this. I keep saying this, and turns out I was right. And then I said, I've been running away from my purpose, blaming other people. You don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. No, just charge them a hell of a lot of money. So then I don't care. If they listen, they listen. If they don't listen, not my business. Not my business. Because honestly, what I've really come to understand is people don't listen and take action unless they have an invested interest, which for most people is payment. If they don't have money in the game, they don't care to really listen, because it's like, it's free information. Until they actually really need the help. And they've been ignoring it for years and years and years and years and years. And then they are in the situation now and they're like, oh my God, that person could help me. Shut the door. If you didn't listen the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, nah, don't care. Go back. God bless. Yeah, that's why I never became a medical doctor, because number one, you would come. I would help you. And I would be patient and listen with loving compassion. Number two, you would come. I would give you your pills and everything. Number three, I would, have a little bit more patience. Number four, I'd cut you out. I would have no practice. Because most people just want medicine. And I'm like, no medicine. Do it the right way. Let's get to the root cause of this, not just the symptoms, the root cause. But maybe I'm going to be the best Dr. Tembi now, because if medicines and medication is very expensive and people can't afford to go to their doctors because it's just like hella expensive, maybe you come here and you listen to the root cause of the problem. The root cause? It's all here. And the foods we eat, and the liquids we consume, and the toxicity we allow into our lives. This is the medicine. These Itamba Temple live streams and this book, please make sure that you buy the book and walk through the book with me. Link is below. This is your medicine. I helped myself. I healed myself. Depression, grief, paralysis, all sorts of these things. I'm a real gangster Tambi, Dr. Tambi. So Dr. Tambi. And especially during this time where everyone is afraid with skyrocketing insurance premiums, you can't get to therapy. You can therapy yourself. Yes. You can learn how to reduce anxiety. Lemongrass, ginger, bit of lime or lemon. Drink away inflammation. Yes. Simple like this. Okay. That's how much I love you. Okay, so please make sure that you share your gifts. It is such a time as this that we need everyone on board to share their gifts. And if nobody listens, or if people don't want to listen, maybe you need to learn how to share in a different way, or you just need to carry on doing what you do. The opportunity will show up. It will reveal itself. I didn't know that the opportunity would reveal itself like this, as just whole systems, healthcare systems collapsing. And I'm just like, wow, this purpose is huge. It's huge. Okay, so what I would like for us to practice today is gratitude. Yeah, I want us to practice gratitude. Gratitude for our body temple. So we'll do 20 minutes for gratitude for our body temple. Most of us don't really understand how precious, how beautiful, how intelligent our body is. You know, our bodies are so intelligent. And they're purposefully designed to carry you through this life experience with such elegance and such grace and such power. And we don't stop to just say thank you to your body. Thank you. Thank you, my body. So I'd like for us to do that today. Okay? So let's take a deep breath in through our nose. Out through the mouth. Next time you see someone who's radiant, who's smiling, who's happy, stop and say hello. Please tell me, how are you so happy? People who are willing to share. This ends this loneliness epidemic. We are so afraid of talking to other people. I don't understand why. But I was like this for a while until I got back to myself again. It will end the loneliness epidemic, and we'll be able to learn from each other like we used to do long time ago before there was phones. Okay. So let's close our eyes. If your eyes are still open, please close your eyes. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for listening. I share a lot of stories, some random. I'm getting back to the power of storytelling. I was really good at telling stories. I used to teach people how to trade the stock market through just pure storytelling. I stopped telling powerful stories. So thank you for listening and being here with me. As I remember how to tell good stories again, I promise you they'll be better. Every day and every way, I'm getting better and better. And I challenge you to just love yourself through your growth process. Because every day, in every way, you're becoming better and better. You're growing each day. You're learning how to be authentic, live in your authenticity. And that's truly what we're here to do in this world, you know? Not to be a copy-paste version of someone else, but to find the uniqueness and the beauty of who we are. Just as we are. Just as we are. Yeah, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being you. So in this moment, I would love for you to take your beautiful hands with your eyes closed. And I'd love for you to move your hands over your head, over your head. You can touch your hair if you want. If your hands are a bit dirty and you don't want to touch your face and your head, it's okay. Just move your hands and your fingers over your head. And just say thank you. I'm grateful. Just, you can repeat after me and just say, I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I'm grateful for my skull. I'm thankful for my brain. I'm grateful for the neurosynapses forming in my brain because I've chosen to expose myself to new information. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I love myself. I honor myself. I respect my brain. I honor my brain. I love my head. I'm thankful for my hair. I honor my thoughts. I'm thankful for my brain. Good. Now please run your hands over your face and stop at your eyes. And let's just be grateful for our vision. Please make sure that your eyes are closed during this time. You are safe to close your eyes. As you sit here with me, nothing's going to harm you. You are safe to just be in the moment of gratitude for what you have. You have eyes. You have a brain. In the fear of not having enough insurance, not having enough medication, not having enough money to pay for doctor's visits, not having, sitting with me in the safety and the awareness of what you do have brings calm to your nervous system. I am thankful that I have a brain. Repeat after me, please. I am thankful that my brain works. Good. Now we are at the eyes. I am thankful that I have eyes to see. I am thankful that my eyes are healthy. I can see. And if you are blind, that's okay too. You have inner vision. You have insight. Be thankful for that, because some of your other senses are more heightened because of blindness. That is not a disability. It is the beauty of who you are. Yes, it is an inconvenience to walk around this world and not be able to see, but truly you are magnificent, because you know how to tap into your other senses and utilize them to live a successful life here on planet Earth. You are powerful. So let's just thank our eyes for carrying us through this life experience so that we can see, watch TV, be able to cook, move around the world. Thank you, my eyes. I honor you, my eyes. I respect you, my eyes. You are valuable. Now I'd like for you to ask your eyes by repeating after me. My eyes, please share with me how you would like for me to have a deeper relationship of honor, respect, and love. And just let your eyes speak. Your eyes know how they need you to take care of them so that they can allow you to move through this world through sight. Maybe it is just making an appointment with the optometrist. Maybe it's getting glasses. Maybe it's just no longer spending as much time on the screen. Your eyes know what they need. Ask your eyes. And as you go about your day over the next week, sense if something changes. Sense if there is an intuitive hit. sense if there's an intuitive knowing of what action you need to take to keep your commitment to respecting your eyes, to honoring your eyes, to loving your eyes. Good. Now let's go to the ears. Place your hands over your ears or on your ears. And thank your ears by repeating after me. My beautiful ears, thank you that I can hear beautiful music, the sound of birds, the sound of my family and my loved ones. Thank you, my beautiful ears. I honor you. I respect you. I love you. Please teach me how to have a deeper relationship based on self-love, self-honor, and self-respect with you, my beautiful ears. This is an intention you are making. And maybe as you make this intention, your ears will send a signal to your brain that says, I'm no longer willing to listen to gossip. I'm no longer willing to entertain ignorance as speech. I'm no longer willing to listen to loud music that does not nourish my soul. I don't know what your ears need for you specifically, because you are the one that has a relationship with your ears. And that's the beauty of loving your ears, loving your brain, your head, your eyes, is that you get to have a beautiful relationship with whom you are and what you have. You have a brain that works. Say thank you for that. You have eyes that see. Say thank you for that. And even if you're blind, you have inner sight, insight. You have other senses that are perfectly tuned in so that they can help you experience life in a unique way. Say thank you for that. So now I would like for you to place your hand on your nose and say thank you to your nose. Thank you, my beautiful nose, that I can smell great food. I can smell great fragrances and flowers. Thank you for helping me breathe. Because without breath, I would not be alive. So thank you, my nose. My beautiful nose, please teach me how to have a healthier relationship with you. Your nose will tell you what it needs. Maybe more moments of deep breathing. Maybe the perfume you're wearing doesn't work for you. You need to change to essential oils. Maybe the reason you cannot sleep is because you need lavender, essential oils. Maybe you need to change your deodorant or your detergent. You never know what the wisdom of the nose, the wisdom of smell, the sense of smell, the message and the wisdom of it has for you that is related to your health and wholeness until you ask. So let's thank the nose again. Thank you, my nose. If you have allergies, this would be a perfect exercise to repeat every single morning. Thank you, my nose. Please share with me what you need for me to have a healthier relationship with you. I honor you. I respect you. I love you. Good. Now let's go to the mouth. Your beautiful mouth that you use to kiss and eat, and your tongue to taste. Thank you, my tongue. Thank you, my lips. I love you so much. I honor you. I thank you. I respect you. Thank you for all the great food in my tongue that you've allowed me to taste. I honor you. I thank you. I respect you. If there is something that I'm eating, something that I'm addicted to, that does not serve my overall wholeness and health, please reveal the root of that addiction. As you go about your day, maybe you're addicted to potato chips, maybe you're addicted to chocolate, maybe you're addicted to something, cigarettes, you don't know. Whatever you're addicted to, let your tongue reveal the root cause of that addiction without shaming yourself, because the root cause may have nothing to do with the cigarettes or the potato chips or the soda or the pop or whatever it is that you're addicted to. It has really nothing to do with the substance that you're taking. So as you thank your tongue, your lips, you are acknowledging the importance of them as your life experience. But if there's anything that is causing harm, which you might not see until for a long time, ask your taste buds, your tongue, your lips to reveal why, the original or root cause of your addiction. And throughout this coming week, notice what intuitive guidance you receive. Because as you have thanked your senses, your face, your ears, your eyes, your nose, your tongue, your brain, just your face area. Once you've just, because we've spent this time being grateful, right? And acknowledging the functions that we so desperately need on a daily basis. And how important the functions of our eyes are, ears, nose, mouth, is to our daily existence, and have asked these functions to reveal how we can have a more loving, honoring, respectful relationship. What we have essentially done is asked our soul, our higher self, to reveal to us in the most loving, gentle way we can understand how to be the best version of ourselves. How to allow our bodies to release and reveal the wholeness that is inherent in our body temples. Whether it is through us going to an optometrist, whether it is us refusing to listen to gossip or listening to or watching toxic TV, whether it is us refusing to drink and eat processed foods or foods that are not for our highest good, we are essentially saying to ourselves, we deserve a healthy relationship with our senses. And let our senses reveal how we have deviated from the path of our most loving, respectful, honoring relationship with our eyes, with our ears, with our nose, with our brain, and with our mouths and tongues. When we honor that relationship, we honor the life that lives through us. And no matter what goes on in the medical industry, no matter what goes on with your insurance, no matter what is going on in any part of your life, when you know that wholeness lives inside of you, through the honoring of the relationship with what you already have that is working, a brain that is working, eyes that are working, ears that are working, nose that is working, mouth and tongue that is working, you can navigate anything, any situation, any challenge. You are the power. It lives in you, it flows through you and as you. And I want to remind you of that today. And I would like for us to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And remember that you are love. You are the face of divinity. And your body temple is the vessel for love. wholeness and peace. And you are here to reveal these qualities through and as your body temple, your smile, your eyes, what you say, and your life as a whole. So thank you so much for being here with me. Remember, I love you. I love you. I love you. Ngithanda kakhulu sithando sami. And if you're going to bed, please make sure that you have a great night's sleep. And if you have any dreams, if you have any intuitive hits when you wake up of, maybe I should stop drinking coffee, maybe this and this, suggestions for change, know that it is your heart answering its own prayers. It is your higher self directing you into a healthier version, a more self-respecting version of you, with your eyes, your brain, your nose, your mouth, your ears. You are entitled to alignment. Be curious of your intuitive guidance, your instinct, your gut feel. Be curious. You are a genius awakening. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.